Very cool. Hey guys, how's it going?
How's it going?
Thanks for that.
Oh, you're welcome.
It sounded really cool. I mean, I've had like so many bands come in, and it was like right up there toward the top. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I can't say you're the best because then some people are gonna,
That's true.
they're gonna unfollow me on Twitter, so I can't really say that.
Okay,
But it was, you're definitely up in the, anyway.
Upper echelon.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
good.
Echelon's a great word. Thank you. And by the way, I saw you have a wristwatch. I thought no one wears a wristwatch anymore.
This is my grandfather's watch, and
Nice.
I think he had it all throughout my mom's childhood. And when he died, this is the one thing I inherited from him. But I've had the band replaced like 3 or 4 times because I play drums with it sometimes and forget to take it off.
Got it.
And because it's one of these stretchy things,
yeah.
It just goes like until it just snaps.
I was hoping for like a Christopher Walken Pulp Fiction backstory. so thanks for not doing that.
This is the PC version. I think he had it on his wrist the entire time that he had it, not anywhere else.
Yeah, I hope not.
Yeah.
I hope not. Or I hope he washed it at least.
Wow.
So guys, I know the EP's been out since what? Spring, right? May?
Yeah, I think April or May. Yeah.
But I mean, you've been like writing this for a while, and I mean, it seems to be. It doesn't seem like an older EP. Like I know that May in music years is like a very long time, but it still feels very fresh and new. And you guys just dropped a new music video.
Yeah.
You've been touring forever, so there's not really a question there. So you can just kind of throw out whatever I just said.
So I mean, the EP, it is funny because the EP is half stuff that was written like almost 2-3 years ago,
right?
And then half stuff that was written like a month or 2 prior to releasing the EP. But we found ways to reimagine some of the older tracks, like Unconsolable specifically was, when we first recorded it on an older EP, it was, had a lot more going on and
super electric.
It was very electric sounding, yeah, and we ended up we created this acoustic version for doing sessions like this, and Dan Reynolds from Imagine Dragons heard it, and that was his introduction to us, and that version really had already seemed to resonate with a lot of other people. We had gotten really great feedback about it, and he brought it to Alex's attention and the label's attention, and when it got down to re-releasing that song on the EP, we all decided the best thing to do would be to strip it down and create something that's more akin to that acoustic version. And I think we all really are really proud of the way it came out, and it's more haunting and less kind of in your face. It's more subtle, and but the EP came together. It seemed like so fast. That's why it kind of seems new to us too, because we got word that we were signing with Interscope and Kid in a Corner, and we were releasing this EP within like a month. And so we did it in like 2 weeks. It was crazy. It was really crazy.
I'm assuming you'll have more of a lead-in time for the full length, right? I mean,
I don't even know. Probably not. Quite honestly, probably not.
They might give us a month and a half.
Yeah,
they'll say you have like 3 days to get everything together, get your shit together.
Well, you brought up Imagine Dragons. I mean, I feel like I have to at least mention that you were on the road with them for a little while. You just wrapped up a tour with Mowgli's. You're going out with Panic in the Disco. I mean, like, these are all 3 very distinct... And Jimmy Eat World. So, like, these are all distinctly different bands. Like, yes, they fall under the alt-rock genre, but they're so different.
Yeah.
So, but you guys, I kind of feel like you can't kind of pigeonhole you into one area anyway. So.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I think that's why it sort of makes sense with all these other acts. And I think it's really cool that these bands who don't sound anything like us are listening to our music and are like, these guys are really onto something. We want to take them on tour. I think that's really brave and cool, and I think it goes along with this thing where people listening to music now are listening to, you don't just have your rock kids and your hip hop kids, and everyone is listening to everything now, and even artists are incorporating all these different genres into their music, and there's a lot of cross pollination going on that is really cool, and yeah. Good phrase, right?
Yeah, I like that. I was impressed. Yeah.
I mean, it's definitely like a constant theme of the interviews that I've been doing for the past 2 years about how pop music is just kind of all across the board now.
Yeah.
And that's really what popular music should be, I guess, instead of just boy bands.
Yeah.
But I think also that, you were talking about different artists opening up for different ones. When I was growing up, it was always like artists together. And I think that they've come to think, maybe it's the internet or whatever, that the fans are kind of sophisticated enough that they can take it. You don't have to kind of, I mean, I just was at a Mona and Limousine show. Those guys don't sound anything like each other.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But that doesn't mean that bands are going to skip the first act to go to the second one,
Yeah.
So,
Now that I'm thinking about it, I mean, I wasn't alive during this era, but it seems like it's kind of like what was going on in the 60s when rock and roll started to take over the charts, when there was a lot of big band kind of, how much is that doggy in the window, going on. And now this alternative indie sound is starting to sneak its way into the top 40, and it happens in cycles like that. I think it's really cool for us to feel like we're sort of a part of that.
well, and also artists from different genres are just kind of duetting or whatever with other people, which brings a perfect segue into the Eminem song. You see what I did?
Oh yeah, hey,
See?
I like how this is flowing.
That's we're in a classroom environment. I'm automatically back in journalism school, and I segued that perfectly. So.
There we go.
But talk to me about how that came up, because that's really cool.
It was the craziest thing. I got a call from Alex one night. He was like, I need you to record something for me. I need it like tonight. And he wouldn't tell me what it was, so I was like, all right, cool. And I recorded the hook for Wicked Ways, and I sent it off to him. I did this like in my bedroom, and sent it off to him. Didn't hear a word about this for the next week. He was like, don't even tell anyone you're recording something that you don't know anything about. I was like, all right, okay, cool.
Man.
I have no idea what this is, but sure, fine. And then he calls me a week later, and he's like, I want you to listen to something. And over the phone, he plays me the song, and I hear my voice, and then I hear Eminem rapping.
Get out.
And it was crazy. I haven't had an experience like that ever. So it was wild, and people seem to be reacting to the song. Last I checked, it was charting on the iTunes hip hop charts, and that song specifically, not just the whole record.
Yeah, everyone I've talked to says that that's like, if not their favorite, then one of their favorite songs on the record.
Yeah,
So
it's on the deluxe version of the album, along with Jamie Ann Commons, who's another artist on Kid in a Corner who we love and who we've collaborated with a bunch. He's also got a track on the deluxe version that's really great.
So you've never met Eminem then?
No, I've never met Eminem. It was all completely
That's
remote.
random.
That's the
Very
way,
21st
it's the way it
century.
works.
Could you imagine though if it was like an artist that you absolutely despise, and he's like, here, let me play this, and it's like, I don't know.
Oh,
For some
Wow.
reason,
Just crossing
my
it.
conscience would say like Kesha for some reason, but maybe you would have. I don't know. Nothing against Kesha. I'm just saying.
I don't know what I would have done. I probably would have just gone with it.
Yeah, gone with it.
Yeah.
If it pays, dude,
Yeah.
go for it.
Any port,
Well, cool guys. Tell me very briefly what's up for 2014. Panic in the Disco.
Yeah, tour with Panic at the Disco and another tour with Imagine Dragons. We're going to be doing our own thing probably sometime during the year. We'll have our new record. We're going to have a debut LP out at some point next year. We don't know the details yet, but we're working hard on it behind the scenes. And yeah, we have a new music video out for Unconsolable that we're really proud of, and hopefully that'll keep building and building. I forgot to mention that earlier. That's one thing.
That's all good. See, we're full circle.
But yeah, it's great.
I like it.
Yeah, we're just gonna play as many shows as possible next year.
Good. Well, I hope you come back.
Yeah, I hope so.
Absolutely.
You're not going to come back when you're headlining, right?
Well, you never know.
Like, this dick made me play in the class.
This This is one of the most fun acoustic shows.
Yeah, I
we've
feel like
ever
I'm
done.
back in like band in middle school.
Throwback, dude.
Great.
Well, thanks for coming, guys.
Thanks, you.
Thank you. It's our pleasure.